I blasted with the dopest. She overdosed on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB.
What the Sigma?
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Isaiah Jackson. T.J. McConnell is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Furphy in at the three. Pacers trail by 6. And it's blocked. And they recover it. Here's Banchero. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Memphis. In a moment here, take a look at some of the hustle stats for Orlando.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And also, how about how disruptive they've been on defense, not allowing the opposition to get comfortable and also being able to create a lot of steals as well.
For the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Cole Anthony.
It's big drops on the scriptures. Big drops.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. To the inside, McConnell. Second shot opportunity. Carter pulls it in. Magic leading by 8. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. And, Greg, the way Orlando ended last season really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Back to Suggs. Over McConnell. And it's Suggs missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Wasted no time on that one.
You better choose that one.
Suggs has got the lead up to 14 now for Orlando. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
For the Magic, Jonathan Isaac is subbed in for Banchero. Franz Wagner comes in for Black.
Yo. Yes. I know I'm the best player on this team.
Reached halftime in this one. Magic lead by 13. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And please direct your attention to center court.
Take a look at Orlando. They're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster. We'll see what they look like by the end of the year.
Baby girl, we about to win.
Let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Orlando Magic.
Their bench has
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Yes.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one. He's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And a change for the Pacers. TJ McConnell, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Suggs out there with MP. And it's Carter in at center. That's who's out there for Orlando. It's good from long range. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
A nice shot by MP.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. McConnell finds Turner. Back to McConnell. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Banchero was screened for Suggs. And MP with the basket on the assist from Suggs. 24 points for MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Siakam inside. Banchero's there. Turner with a screen on Wagner. Nembhard. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Wagner passes to MP. Turner with the steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. McConnell scanning the floor. Out to the right wing. Here's Nembhard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nembhard's got his second bucket.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And they pick up 2.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Pass to McConnell. 41 seconds left to play here in the third. Out to the wing. Siakam finds Halliburton. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Orlando. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers. Toppin comes in for Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Rebounded by Isaac.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's MP, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
MP plays with no fear, and what's incredible is he's really just scratching the surface of his ability.
Siakam outside. No good on the triple. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Magic running away with this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court right now for the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson out there with Toppin. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson with the screen. And it's Halliburton missing. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Pacers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Fourth quarter now, we're about a minute and a half in. A shot by McConnell, no good. Magic leading by 23. Now, MP. Pass to Bitadze. They set the pick. Fires the 3. They get it again. You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Magic?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. They're having no problem finding shots in that area.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for TJ McConnell. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Pacers. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Siakam, rebounded by Isaac. Orlando's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Anthony dishes to MP. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pro?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
It's good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Back to Siakam. Indiana moving it around. Mathurin, good.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. a dominating performance for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
On the wing, MP. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Halliburton. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. So it's Orlando now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And here's MP for 3. Nembhard grabs the board. And it's Indiana's ball. Outside Mathurin. And the 3 ball is good.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Anthony, the pass to MP. Shot from 16. Pass to Black. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. That's it for today's video. Peace.